When I saw the title for this movie, I prepared myself for a hard-hitting experience, and I didn't prepare enough. In Fort Bliss, a decorated medic returns home after a 15-month deployment in Afghanistan and finds that her 5-year-old son barely remembers her. She struggles to repair their relationship, but also come to grips with what happened overseas. I found this movie to be a rich drama that stayed away from melodrama and just tackled some very serious issues pretty well. Staff Sergeant Maggie Swan proudly served her country in her last deployment, earning the Bronze Star. When she comes home, there's really nobody there to greet her. Her ex-husband finally shows up and tells her that her son Paul didn't want to come. In fact, he barely remembers her. Maggie doesn't take that well. She goes over to the house, takes the kid by force. He completely freaks out, and she begins to realize she's missed out on a third of her son's life because of her service to her country. She comes up with the plan so her and Paul can begin to bond again. However, she still has to deal with the issues that haunt her from the war, and her dedication to the Army is now conflicting with her devotion to her son. War is an easy subject for a film to get wrong no matter how it tries to tackle it, but not here. This is a serious and compelling story of a single mother returning home to a child who doesn't recognize her as a parent. I felt this film handled all of these serious issues, emotional and psychological, very well. We see Maggie as the confident soldier and a loving mother, but she's also plagued by her experiences in combat, and now those things are damaging how she handles her son. The film even includes a love interest for our soldier, and it doesn't take away from the film. It offers moments of levity and romance, and a whole other can of psychological worms that she has to go through. Written, produced, and directed by Claudia Myers, this film takes a very interesting look at all of the different trials of a soldier returning home, plus additional family drama that most of the time we don't even think about, and together it makes for one really good movie. Let me warn you that this one's going to punch you in the heart pretty hard and pretty often, but it's never going to delve into sadness too much or spiral you into depression. There are some nice, warm moments between Maggie and Paul, and this new love interest in her life, as well as the ex-husband and his fiancée. Now, the cast filling out these roles had me believing all of the different chemistry that was happening, but this is Michelle Monaghan's movie. Her portrayal of Maggie is jaw-droppingly good. I believe that this was a woman tortured by what happened to her in Afghanistan, who also deeply loved her son, but just couldn't connect with him anymore. We get to see that her dedication to the Army and the love of her kid are in conflict. It's starting to tear her apart, and it's Monaghan that's giving that to us. I was so impressed that she is now raised up a notch in my book. When I see that she's in a movie, it's in my queue. Fort Bliss is the in-depth look into a mother returning from war only to find her son doesn't recognize her as a parent. I don't think they make films much more dramatic than that. I've never had the honor of serving my country, and I've never had a child, but this film connected me a little bit to both of those things and brought me to tears. When you're ready for that emotional experience, that's when you watch this movie, and trust me, it's worth watching.